Back with another album review. Today's review is on Badmotorfinger from Soundgarden. Before you freak out, I am aware that I skipped Louder Than Love, but the reason why is because I don't have that album yet. I will certainly review it once I get a hold of it. For now, let's focus on Badmotorfinger. This is the third studio album from Soundgarden. It was recorded during the spring of '91 at 3 different studios. Studio D in Sausalito, California, Bear Creek Studios in Woodinville, Washington, and A&M Studios in Los Angeles. It was produced by Terry Date, who is a music producer and has worked with other artists such as Pantera, Deftones, White Zombie, and Smashing Pumpkins. And he even produced the soundtrack for The Matrix Reloaded. I'll talk about the soundtrack at a later date. Now, this album was released on September 24th, '91 under A&M Records, which means yesterday was the album's 28th anniversary. This album was also released on the same day as Blood Sugar Sex Magic by Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nevermind from Nirvana, but I'll talk about these albums at later dates. Now, what I need to mention is that this is Soundgarden's first album with Ben Shepherd as their new permanent bassist after Hiro Yamamoto left the band, and Jason Everman was a temporary bassist. The focus on the Seattle grunge scene is what helped this album get mainstream attention. In fact, this album peaked at number 39 on the Billboard 200, and was even certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America in '96. Soundgarden even promoted this album when they toured in North America and Europe in '92. They even opened for Guns N' Roses during their Use Your Illusion tour. It needs to be mentioned is that this album is mainly centered around grunge, but there's also elements of alternative metal, heavy metal, and hard rock. This album is also critically acclaimed, and rightfully so. Now let's discuss the songs. This album starts with Rusty Cage, which is my all-time favorite Soundgarden song. The song was released as a single on March 3rd of '92. It was actually the third single from this album. The song is mostly fast-paced until the second half, where it goes into breakdown mode. Remember when the music video for Rusty Cage was featured on Beavis and Butthead, Beavis was singing along to it, and it was pretty damn funny. This song is also on the soundtrack for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, this song even got covered by Johnny Cash. Now, the next song is Outshined. The song was released as a single back in December of '91. It's actually one of the more heavy-sounding songs on this album. The song is considered to be among Soundgarden's best songs, as well as one of their most popular. They have been playing the song at all their live shows from their reunion up until 2017. The third song is Slaves and Bulldozers. Although the song was never released as a single, it was well received by fans and critics alike. It's also known that Soundgarden touched upon doom metal with this song, and that Chris Cornell's voice gets louder with each verse. We've also pointed out that Chris' voice goes from a blues rock to a heavy metal style. I remember Pitchfork described Kim Thayil's guitar playing method on this song as him, quote, strangulating his guitar strings for spasms of noise and all the sound that almost seemed to emanate from an inhuman source. The next song is Jesus Christ Pose. It's actually the first song on this album to get released as a single, and it was released back in '91. I actually read online that the lyrics of the song in particular are about the exploitation of religion for personal benefit. Basically, it criticizes public figures who compare themselves to Jesus Christ. Chris Cornell even said in an interview that the song was actually influenced by Jane's Addiction's lead singer, Perry Farrell. There was a music video made for the song, but it ended up being banned from being shown on MTV, because people believed the song was, quote, anti-Christian. Fortunately, you can always see the video on YouTube, and I'll link the video in the description. Next song, Face Pollution, is one of the more fast-paced songs on this album. Somewhere is one of the slower-paced songs, and this one shows how the album touches upon alternative metal. Room 1,000 Years Wide is an interesting song to talk about. The song was originally released as a single on September 1st, 1990, under Sub Pop, which was also Nirvana's record label. It was later re-recorded for this album. It's actually one of the few Soundgarden songs with no creative input from Chris Cornell. Instead, it was written by Kim Thayil and Matt Cameron. The song even features Scott Granlund on the saxophone and Ernst Long on the trumpet. Drawing Flies and Holy Water, both songs are pretty memorable. This album ends with New Damage. What I need to mention is that the 25th anniversary edition of this album includes outtakes and live versions of songs when Soundgarden performed at the Paramount Theater in Seattle. As you can see, this version doesn't have those tracks. Overall, I really enjoyed this album. It has some of Soundgarden's best songs, and I highly recommend buying it and giving it a listen. And that's all I have to say on this album. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Saturday with another review.